So I just went outside to check the mail, which I haven't done probably since June. Oops. And so it was pretty full, the mailbox was. And not only that, I should have waited, I think, one more day to go check the mail because when I went out there, it was just barely sprinkling. And I thought, well, I'll go get the mail real quick, come back in. Well, there's a little sidewalk that I have to go across to the mailbox to get to the whole thing, right? Well, and so I go downhill the sidewalk to get to the mailbox. It starts downpouring rain, like really, really heavy while I'm at the mailbox. So I got like half of it and came back. I've still got some in the mailbox just because I was in such a hurry to get back inside. So I go back down the sidewalk. I start to go up the little hill because there's a little incline to go up in the sidewalk to go forward. And so then about halfway up there, my wheelchair decides to roll off the sidewalk into the grass. And so I'm sitting there like stuck for like probably about 10 minutes trying to get my wheelchair out of the grass. And every time a car would kind of go by, I would kind of wave somebody down, trying to get their attention, like, hey, hey. Nobody saw me or ignored me. I don't know which. There's like two cars that went by during this time, and they were like, I didn't hear from any of them. So then I finally just like, screw this. So I got out of the wheelchair and I pulled my wheelchair back onto the sidewalk and then got back into it and rolled myself to the apartment. Just as soon as I get in the apartment and I'm turning around on my knees to pull my chair in, then one of the neighbors in the apartment complex finally sees me because she's just now getting home. Finally sees me and helps me get the chair in the apartment and close the door. But that, she had just gotten here, so she didn't see me out there waving my arms around, so she couldn't have helped me. She probably would have, but she didn't see me. So, yeah, I was just out there for like 10 minutes, stuck in the rain. And I don't know if this video will do it justice as to how wet my clothes are, my hair is, and everything. I mean, you can't really tell because but I am like absolutely positively soaking wet from head to toe. I dried my phone off because it got wet. I couldn't really avoid that. Um, I'm drying my wallet off, the whole thing. I'm just like, man, that was pretty awful. But no lightning though, so that was good. I'm glad it wasn't lightning while I was out there. I probably wouldn't have waited as long as I did to get out of the chair and do it myself if I would have seen lightning. I just would have said, well, I'm just going to risk it. The worst that could happen is I fall in the grass. And, the grass, that's not going to hurt. It's grass. I should have just done that. I could have saved myself a lot of extra water and a lot of, hassle if I would have just gotten. The reason why I hesitated, because I can get in and out of the chair pretty easily on my own. I'm very mobile like that. But the thing about that made it so made me so unsure about it is like the the one of the wheels was in the grass and the other wheel was on the sidewalk, so it was kind of uneven and wobbly, even with the brakes on. And so, like, the whole time I'm like shifting my weight, trying to shift it toward the grass. That way, if the chair does tip when I'm standing up and trying to get on the ground on my knees, that it'll tip toward I'll go toward the grass because I'd rather fall there and get back up than fall on the sidewalk and try to get back up. So, anyway, that's what made me hesitate to get out of the chair for so long, but I finally did. And man, that was an interesting experience. Yeah, I guess I need to be more careful when I'm rolling up the sidewalk. So, Anyway, that was my fun story for the day. Hope you all are doing well. Bye.